Now, Deric is getting the latest from the ongoing fuel protest on O'Connell Street in Dublin this morning.
How are you getting on there, Deric?
Yes, good morning, team. Well, we have been getting live local reaction here on the ground to day 4 of the fuel protest. We're surrounded by hauliers, truckers and farmers. John Dolan is with us now, who is the protest spokesperson. And John, as I mentioned there, we're on to day 4 and things are getting pretty serious now.
Yeah, sure, look at... I'd say it wouldn't have escalated up to what it is. Micheál Martin himself there, he disrespected the people with the statement there he come out with the other morning. And look, it voices a lot of concerns when you look out here and see the amount of people that are even on O'Connell Street and all around the country, from the south of the country back up here to the north, back across to the west and the northwest. Do you know what I mean? And even across to the east of the country and back down to the south. Like, I mean, it voices serious concerns. Government is still not listening. There's kind of a lot of controversy around talks and meetings, but sure, we're not really sure.
I mean, Minister Dooley came out last night and has said that people have been invited to a meeting later on this afternoon. As of this morning, you're not invited. Is that correct?
Well, I wouldn't say it's incorrect, but the thing about it is there's mixed messages going around, and James might have been told there's a meeting, but look, there's a bit of controversy around it. I think they're kind of trying to sideline that now again. But believe me, if that meeting is sidelined, this protest will not be stepped down. It will just get bigger because people are getting angrier and angrier. And right down across the country, as I said, from the bottom of Ireland to the top of Ireland to the west coast to the east, I can tell you one thing. This is going to get bigger and bigger, and this is not going away. I can tell you one thing. I think the people want to take some of this power back off of the government, because their arrogance is not accepted, and this government thinks they're going to stay in power forever. Well, the voices I'm hearing from the people of the island of Ireland is, we want this government gone. We are not happy with this government. This government is destroying our country. They have destroyed rural Ireland. The past government destroyed rural Ireland. They're destroying the people of our rural Ireland. They're destroying our economy. And I'm calling on the government now. Please, save our economy. Do not stay driving off into the sunset with your arrogance, and sit down and talk to us, the people of Ireland, the voice of Ireland. We want satisfaction, and we want our requests and our demands met. This is not going away. We want what we're talking about all week. We want them demands met.
Now, John, obviously from a balanced approach, I mean, we know what you want, we know what you're looking for, but also now, I suppose, and we do have a big wave of support behind you. We have emergency services, we have potentially people getting blocked going to work, we have people not being able to do their jobs on a daily basis. We have fuel caps now coming into place down in Glynn, County Limerick last night. We also have fuel depots being potentially blocked as well. I mean, how is that part of your protest?
Well, to be honest with you, I'm going to put this into reverse psychology. This is not our problem, and the public need to understand it's the government is causing this problem. The government has caused this and escalated this to where it is. This could have been settled in dialogue. We looked for dialogue. They got emails. They could have brought us in. They could have talked to us. They're not recognising us because they say we're not coming from a recognised body. But is the voice of Ireland not enough to be a recognised body? That's the message I'm sending back. And it's a clear message. And I can tell you here and now, government will listen to us. Because if they don't listen to us, I think the people of Ireland is going to bring down the government. And that is a clear message I'm sending to government. Whether they're listening or they're not listening, but they'll be made listen to.
John, what are you actually looking for?
I'll tell you what we're looking for. We want a cap on the diesel. On the green diesel, we want a cap on it at 90 cents. A cap on the white diesel at 170. We want the carbon tax abolished. We want the excise duty abolished, and we wanted the €2 on the North tax abolished. And if not, we wanted abolished for all times the carbon tax, but definitely in the interim until this war is over for at least 6 months.
I'll come back to you in a moment's time. Very quickly, he was here, Dahi was here, but this is Dahi. Pop over here to me very quickly. A lot of people have been dropping food down to you.
Yeah, absolutely. The charity of Dublin is, it's been unreal. It really has. What you see here on the table is probably about a quarter of what we received yesterday. Anything that is left over is going to go to soup runs for the homeless and everything else. What these guys are doing, they need the public support, because everything that we eat, everything we wear comes from the lorry drivers, the tractors, everything, the farmers. That's why we're here as well, to support.
All right, thank you very much. What's in store later on today? What can people expect?
Well, just before I go there, I just want to pick up where that gentleman left off there. As regards food that has been brought here to the protesters, I need to thank everybody for their generosity, their decency, their help, their support, especially to a local machinery dealer down beside us at home there, Morris Kelly's of Boris, the main class dealers. And I would also like to send up McDonald's here, and actually McDonald's gave us out chips and burgers, and we issued some of them out to some of the homeless people, and I would like to thank them for that. And I'd also like to thank a very local person that has given me a lot of support in this as well going forward, and that's Dave Walsh and all his employees and everybody with them down in Castledermot, and everybody else in the whole community around County Kildare, and all the rest of the communities around, and all the people in Ireland.
Okay.
Now, coming back to the protest here today and where we're going today, the clear message I'm sending back to government is save our economy.
Okay, John, we have to go. Thank you so much for chatting to us here this morning. Back to studio.